This human life is guided by the principle of duality. The principle of duality means if there is light, there must be darkness. The principle of duality says that if there is profit, there must be loss. The principle of duality says if there is life, there will be death, and no one can escape it. So profit and loss, pain and pleasure, day and night, life and death, growth and decay, they are the two sides of the same coin, and no one can escape them. So even when there are pains in our life, we should never be thankless to the God. We should never complain to the God. We should always be full of thankfulness and gratitude towards God. Because at least there is life to experience the pain. And there is possibility that one day the pain will be replaced by the pleasure in the life. But think of the man who has lost the opportunity even to hope for the joy that will come in his life. I've heard a very heart-touching story about a king who used to love his prime minister or minister very much. Though he was in position a minister, he loved and treated him like his brother or a son. He used to sit together and gossip with him. He used to sit together and have lunch and dinner with him. They both went to the forest to hunt down the wild animals. And whenever the king got any fruit in the forest, he used to first offer it to the minister. Once the minister had tasted and eaten the fruits, he used to eat himself. Every time the king offered fruits to the prime minister or the minister used to express a lot of thanks to the king. One day it so happened that the king offered a fruit to the minister and asked about its taste. The minister said, "My lord, the fruit is very tasty." Thinking that the fruit was very tasty, even the king picked up the fruit and started eating. But the moment he put it inside his mouth, he immediately threw it back because it was very bitter in taste. And slightly annoyed, he asked minister, "How come you told me that the fruit is very sweet? It's so bitter, even I can't keep it in the mouth for some time." The minister said, "My lord, the hand which have always offered me the sweet fruits, the hands which have always offered me love and care, even if coincidentally or accidentally, if they offer me the bitter fruit, how can I grumble or complain against them? My lord, you have always expressed your love in various ways. You sit together and have lunch with me. You sit together and gossip with me. We both have fun together. We both spend most of the time together, and you always try to take my best care. If that hand which has taken best care of mine, if ever happened to offer me even the bitter fruit, how I can be thankless to that? How can I be ungrateful enough that I may not thank for what you offered me?" Similarly, my friends, the relation between the man and maker, between the human beings and the God, is like that of minister and king. Even before the God gave you the pains and adversities, He gave you the prosperity and pleasure. Even if He hasn't given you that, at least there is possibility that one day you will have prosperity. At least you are far better than man who has lost all the hope of getting any of the two. So even during the moments of utter adversity and pain, never forget to express your thanks to the God. Perhaps that will be the highest positive trait that will reflect, that will be the divine attribute, and that will draw the happier and better days faster than the grumbling nature of someone. Remember, the relation between you and your king, the relation between you and your maker, the relation between you and God is like that of a brother and brother, or like that of a son and father. And if you foster this spirit of relationship, soon the bad days will change into the good ones. Soon the darkness will be replaced by the light. Soon the adversity will be replaced by prosperity. Soon the scarcity will be replaced by affluence. That is the law of nature. That is the law of life. And that is the greatest lesson in the life management I know.